Storytellers.
I can't tell you how excited I am to be on right now. It's been a couple of weeks of excitement getting prepared, and I've done a lot of things in my life, but this has got to be close to the top.
Thank you, and ReadersMagnet, and thank you, John, for putting this forth and taking the chance on us authors in presenting this out to the world.
I've enjoyed this immensely, Joanne.
Ellie, so have I. Thank you for who you are, and thank you, ReadersMagnet. You all are beautiful, and you've worked so very hard, and we are blessed.
We are.
I thank everybody that's involved with this process, because we know writers need readers and writers need publishers. We thank ReadersMagnet and everybody that's involved. I love ReadersMagnet. They say, we share your stories with the world.
Everybody, what's going on? Sorry for the delay. How's everybody doing tonight? I want to welcome everybody here tonight. I want to thank everybody who's here that was attended last night, attended like Monday and last week. I appreciate you guys, and anybody here that's new, thank you so much for tuning in. This will be my last night doing this tonight, but we're gonna have fun tonight, I promise you. By the way, my name is Clarence Causby. I am the author of the book Soul Exchange that came out last year. Also, Erebus the Ranger and Talking to the Devil. Talking to the Devil and Erebus came out this year, and there's another book coming out this year as well. It'll be like my third book for this year, and that is going to be called Armageddon. So I'm very excited about it. Can't wait for it to come out, and I hope you guys enjoy the books. So we're going to talk about Talking to the Devil. Basically, the book is about Gary Winscombe, who was went to church, everything like that, but he kind of had a little grudge against, Lucifer. And so he told God that he wanted to, get something off his chest and talk to Lucifer and give him a piece of his mind. So God was like, okay, no problem. He goes, you'll be able to do that. So he told Lucifer, he's like, listen, Gary Winscombe wants to have a word with you. He's annoyed with you. He's aggravated with you. He wants to get a whole lot off his chest, to you. He wants to speak his mind. So Lucifer was like, all right, fine, we can do that. He said, but can I ask him some questions? He's like, of course you can, go for it. But God's like, there's two conditions that you have to obey. One of the conditions is that you cannot kill him. The second condition is that you have to tell the truth. And so Lucifer was like, all right, deal. So he wanted, he's just walking along and everything, and then kind of hear him talk. You kind of hear him just like, all right, God, when do I get to talk to him? Do I get to talk to him now? When can I talk to him? When can I talk to him? So in the book, he hears like somebody singing and everything. Hi, Dorothy, how you doing? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I'm so glad you think they're interesting. I got a lot more coming out that's going to be even more interesting. It's not as interesting as those books, so I appreciate it. And thank you for coming tonight. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. And he hears like somebody singing in the background, he hears them. So this person approaches him, and he's like, so what is it? And Gary's like, what do you mean, what is it? Like, who are you? So he's like, you wanted to talk to me. And he's like, I don't want to talk to you because I don't even know who you are. So Lucifer is like, he's like, what do you want from me? You said you want to talk. What do you want? He's like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't know who you are. Get away from me. So Lucifer gets pissed and everything, and in the book, like you read there where he starts, where you can actually, where he'll actually talk in in like a demonic voice and be like, you said you wanted to talk to Lucifer. Here I am. And he's like, no, you're not. And so he's like, God, I want to talk to Lucifer. God is like, talk to him. And he's right there. And so he's like, oh, okay. And so throughout the book, it's just like a big conversation just between the both of them. He wants to know, why are people leaving the church? Why are, Christians like don't respect the pastors? Why do Christians don't pay their tithes and all this other stuff? So, and he's like, well, why do you make people do all this stuff? So Satan was just like, Lucifer was like, hold on, why do I make people do stuff? He's like, what are you talking about? And in the book, there's like a reference where he's like, did I threaten Eve? Did I force Eve to do anything? He's like, I didn't force nobody to do anything. He said, did I threaten Eve? Did I threaten Adam? He goes, no. I just said, there it is. And I provide like scriptures in the book about, the whole, when Lucifer was tempting Eve and everything. He said, it's kind of like a gun. He said, can a gun kill people? So Gary's like, yes. He's like, no, not really. He goes like here. He makes a gun appear and Lucifer, he makes a bullet appear in Gary Wincomb's hands. He's like, can a bullet kill? He's like, yeah. He's like, by itself, can a bullet kill? He's like, well, no, you can't kill. Like, he needs a gun. He goes, okay. He goes like, here, a bullet and a gun. Can it both kill? He's like, yeah. He goes, like, watch, I can aim it. He's like, you're not understanding. He goes, can they kill by themselves? He's like, no, they can't. Like, if you're not pulling the trigger or something, he goes, they can't kill nobody. He's like, right. He said, the people that's using it, he's like, they're just the tools. He's like, so basically, if your weakness is like, hey, Precious, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming on tonight. It's so good to see you again. And how are you doing today? I'm so glad you came. And he's like, Lucifer's like, well, that's what I do. He goes, if you're trying to fast or whatever, it goes, you think food just appears out of random, like on TV or something? He's like, no. He's like, I put that there. He goes, I don't physically do it. I give suggestions. He goes, if people are weak and whatever, it goes, yeah, then they do it. He goes, I don't force anybody to do anything. So there's one big, like, crazy conversation between Gary and Lucifer. So, like, it's very interesting. I think it's going to be controversial because people's going to be like, well, no, that's not right with this and that, the other. So, but like some of the stuff, I think most people can probably like relate to it because they've either experienced it, they've either saw it happening, or they've heard of experiences about stuff like that happening. Hey, young Jay, how you doing? Can you suggest an anime that is worth to watch? Yes, I would definitely say, let me see. Oh, this is kind of going old school, old school. I forgot when it came out, but if you want like a really good movie, I would definitely suggest Fist of the North Star. That is an amazing animated movie. That movie is like top notch. That one is really good. Some of the Bleach movies are really good. I'm not really sure what else. There's a lot. There's a lot that I really can't remember right now, but try Fist of the North Star. If you really like action and everything like that, Fist of the North Star is like right up there, like for my list. So, and that's another thing too. So I'll definitely be doing a lot more books. Some's going to be science fiction. Some are going to be anime related for those that watch anime, like I do. They'll definitely be very inspired by the whole anime presence within like the books. So for this one here, Erebus the Ranger, there, like, I put a glossary in there because there are some words that people may not know, like garderobe. Garderobe was like a term used in medieval times for the bathroom, and also too, suggested this was last year, and I was wondering if you right? Or Mushipedal. No, I haven't. I definitely gotta check that one out. I've been so busy, but I'll probably watch it like this weekend. Definitely, I just got to try to find like what streaming channel actually has it on there now. But I'll definitely watch it because I have like about 3 to 4 different streaming ones, like Crunchyroll, Hulu, all those others. So I'll definitely check it out for sure. And so some of my books are going to be like anime based and, science fiction, a lot of action. Hey, Bobby, how are you? Did you make the devil look like a normal man? Is that why we didn't recognize him? Yes, absolutely. So if you look, I don't know how well you can see it, but sorry. Oh, there you go. Right here, that's Lucifer. But the thing is, yeah, you look at him as a human being, but if you look in the background, you can see like the shadow is more of like a demonic figure. So that's why. But plus two, matter of fact, that's a very good question. I'm so glad you asked that, Bobby, because Gary is like, well, I don't understand how you Lucifer. And so Lucifer was just like, he's like, let's get something straight. He goes, all you think like, oh, you guys are so cute thing. I'm like some red person with like a horn and pitchforks and a ponytail. He's like, are you serious? Like, that's like an insult to me. He goes, if I really showed you what my true form was, he's like, do you honestly think that you would actually be able to like stand face to face with me and actually talk to me? He's like, think about it. He goes, if I actually showed you my true form, do you think you'd actually be able to speak with me calmly? And then he's like, no, because I don't think you would. And so, he's like, well, and so Gary was like, well, yeah, that kind of does make sense. He's like, of course it makes sense. He said, like, you're pretty stupid and everything to think like, oh, I'm going to talk to Lucifer and everything. He's like, you're pretty dumb. He goes, all you so-called Christians think you know every single thing about me and think I do everything to these people. And he goes, you guys don't even have a clue. He goes, the one who's really the problem, and there's like a line in there in the book that literally said where Lucifer is like, he goes, you guys always like history wants to like everybody wants to like repeat history. He goes, first of all, they said you can have no other gods, like there are no other gods besides God. He's the one true God. He's like, but I want to know one question. He goes like, why do all you true Christians want to try to act like God, and why do you always want to try to be like me? He goes like, oh, you hear all the pastors like, oh, this is my house, like this is God's house, this is God's house. But then when they get mad, they're gonna be like, no, this is my church, my church. He's like, so which is it? Is it God's house or is it your church? Like that doesn't make sense. He's like, pick one. And then he goes, y'all want to talk about me, talking about how I come to kill, steal, and destroy. He goes, yeah, I do that. I'll take credit for that. He's like, but why is it that when some Christians go into church, they go out leaving like worse than what they came? He goes like, they come to church to try to hear a word, to try to get uplifted or healed or prayed for and everything. He's like, but some of you people like drive them away, make them feel worse than what they did, and they don't feel any better. And that's why they leave the church, not because of me, because of you. So it's, like I said, it's very controversial, but yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like a completely, almost like a back and forth type of thing. So it's a very interesting book, to say the least. But yeah, I definitely made him look. I definitely had him to be human because, like it says in the book, like, could you really stand to talk to him like if he showed his true form? So and, and the thing, like, you'll see like different things, and people's like, I've heard people say like, well, Satan's just trying to throw it off. But the thing is, like, you have to kind of read the book, and in the book, like I said, God tells him like, you have to tell the truth. You have to be honest with him. So, like I said, like, it'll be like very controversial, but yeah, I definitely had him to look normal because my friend was like, well, how do you want to do it? So I'm like, listen, do me a favor, make him kind of human, but make like in the background, like the shadows on the wall, to look very evil, very demonic and stuff like that. So, like I said, like as you can see, like you'll see Lucifer here, and then you can see like the claws and like the demonic figure kind of like behind the writing and everything. So that's the way I kind of had it because, Hi Bella, how you doing? I'm so excited. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're excited. A lot of people may think I'm kidding about this. I've heard a lot of people kind of like laugh and everything when I tell them that I have like 30 to 50 books, but trust me, it's a lot more because I'm always thinking of new books like each and every day. And and like sometimes more so, and they come out like the series. Hey, how you doing, Jay? No, I haven't. I haven't finished reading this Solo Leveling yet because what I want to do, I want to actually buy the collection, to buy the books. I don't mind reading them online, but I kind of want like the physical copies. And I've been so distracted by watching like all the new animes that's coming out, from like Spy X Family to so many more, like Elite Class to, was it like, I forgot what it was. It was like the one where the like this farmer like levels up all his farming skills and everything, and he can take out S level dragons and everything like that, which is like a carrot. So yeah, I haven't like finished it yet, but I definitely got to get back to it though. Most definitely. Hey Erica, how are you? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Like, yeah, like, I'm excited about this journey, and I can't wait to bring you and everybody else, like all the readers, along on this journey with me. So like, I'm very excited about it, and I can't wait. There's a lot of things in the future that's coming about. Hey Bobby, can we do it? I hope you like it. I really do. I hope you really like it. Because it was kind of hard because I wasn't sure. I'm like, well, how long should this book be? Should it be like really long? Not long enough? Like, I'm not really sure. And I'm like, how long can a conversation go on for? So that's why, it's kind of very short compared to, books like Erebus and The Ranger and Soul Exchange. Oh, and so I was in your blue last year. I remember that. I remember that. I remember. I'm so glad you came back. I really am. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Most definitely. I've been like insanely busy because my last job I was working about like 11 to 15 hours, so I didn't have a chance at all. But this year, but like I'll definitely check it out this weekend. Most definitely for sure. um. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to tell you guys too. I know we're kind of on here for like a half hour, so after like I leave the live, if anybody really has any questions or kind of want to interact with me, I'll be on, on the Festival of Storytellers, chat site. So if you guys have any questions for me, like after this is over with, like I'll be more than happy to answer them, or suggestions or advice or anything like that. Because I'll be on, because let's see, this ends around 8 so I'll probably be on to about like either 8:30 or maybe 8:45 or so. But then I'll have to like leave and everything. But yeah, I'll definitely be on like a little bit later for any questions and everything. But just so you know, 'cause I had a lot of people said that they really love the covers of the books. So my friend Leonardo Rosado, he said that he's done like a lot of books for me. I'm gonna buy your books, but the Philippines is too far and the shipping fee will kill me. So gotta save up. Oh, I appreciate that. Oh, that means a lot to me that you're from the Philippines and you're gonna buy it. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoy it though. I have a lot more books coming out, especially the ones that are gonna be like very anime oriented. So I hope you enjoy them because it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna really enjoy them. Like I'm on a break now from like after writing like 3 books. So it's kind of hard to be on a break because like I'm itching to get back to writing. Like I love writing. I really do. But like my friend, like he did all my book covers for me. And so his name is Arnaldo Rosado. So if you can, like if you like what you see for the covers, like he does book covers now, as you can tell. He does paintings, so check him out when you get a chance. He's on Instagram. He's on let me see, Freckled Rican on Instagram. That's FRECKLEDRICAN. Check him out on Instagram, and tell him, hey, that I heard about you from Clarence, on the Festival of Storytellers on YouTube and stuff like that. Show him some support and everything. Show him some love, and you'll see like all the book covers that he's done for me and everything. So, that's great. Thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate that so much. Like, I'm so grateful to have like fans from like the Philippines and from like the United States and from all the other countries. Like, I'm super blessed. I'm so thankful and grateful for like all the fans. I just want to like make reading like an enjoyable experience. I want to try to change the world of like reading and everything. I want to like literally bring people into like all my books. So what I do with my books is that I'm very descriptive like how the weather is, how a person is feeling, what the person looks like from the way their hair is going, from like what they're wearing to how they're feeling, because I want people to be able to bond with my characters. I want people to really go into full depth of like, what they look like, what they sound like, like, is it raining? Is it like insanely hot? Is it freezing cold? I just want to bring like a lot of description so people can, really get a grasp of like what they're reading and, have like a picture in their head. And that's why I want to go into like, that's why I'm so very detailed oriented when it comes to like my books, from like how they are, how it's written, how it's, portrayed on the covers and stuff like that. And I just want people to like really like escape and everything, to really enjoy the books. I want them to be able to like escape into like the world of my books and everything, and really enjoy them. So I'm so excited, and I got a whole lot more stuff coming. Do you think? Yes, absolutely. I would love. I kind of wanted Soul Exchange to be either a play and a movie, but then I thought about I pretty much want all my books to be like movies. Like some of my books, I want to be like a manga, anime, and then like an animated movie. Some I definitely want them to be made into a movie. Because it was always like Erebus. Someone had asked me, I think it was like earlier, it was like, I think it was like last night, who would I have to portray, Erebus? And so I was just like, the person I can think of was Michael B. Jordan, because he's young, has like a young face and everything. And I think he would make a great Erebus. Like Chris Hemsworth, Denzel Washington, Sofia Vergara. Like all star-studded like actors and actresses. I would even love them, like my books, to be like on like streaming services like Hulu or whatever. I would love to see that. I would love to for my books to make it like in the movies and everything. Because my one inspiration is J.K. Rowling, from like how she came up, how she didn't really have anything. She had a hard life, and then now she's made it. She's made it like to one of the elites, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for, because I really want to make writing like my full-time career. Like I want to just write like all the time now. Like even though I work now, when I'm on like this break, like I really want to like just spend time just writing, because I have so many ideas. Like my mind is like a dam, with like water that's like really ready to explode now with ideas. Great world building along. What do you think is the most effective point of view? Hi Helen, how you doing? Great world building in novels. What do you think is the most point of view? I would say scenery. I would say scenery, like describing like the weather, like the lay of the land, how a person is feeling. I would say feel like emotions, landscape, and I think that's like most important, because you can just say like, oh, the person's here and the person's there, and people are like, okay, well, what's there? And people like really don't really understand, because I've had like people, was like the Alex Cross movie, I think Tyler Perry was in it. My friend was just like, like I didn't really understand, like, oh, that's kind of odd, like the person, like, I really didn't know like Alex Cross was black and everything. So me, like I always try to give specific details, but like the emotions, like if the person is feeling pain, the person is feeling like heartbroken, sad. I try to like to bring out those emotions, because I feel like if you bring out those emotions, it helps build the world better. But I think for like just like a world building in like novels, I would definitely say scenery. And if you can convey like the scenery of like, there's like just like destroyed buildings with like rubble falling. The character was walking along, they heard like bricks and everything falling from the old buildings and stuff like that, but it was a windy day, it was like blistering cold and stuff like that. I think like I said, scenery and emotions, I definitely think are like key factors and everything, and into like really shaping the world, so people can kind of like grasp the concept of like what it is that they're reading. So instead of be like, oh well, okay, well, oh okay, well, I like this. I think the more in-depth description you give of it, I think the better it is. People like, oh, I can see that now. Now I can see, because I feel like if you make your book like a movie, then people will be able to see it. So that's why, like me personally, I always go into full-on description. Hey, Flory. I hear you, Flory. So glad you stopped by. That's awesome. That's speechless. Sure. Try not to laugh too much. Make sure you catch your breath like you told me. But yeah, like I think, details is very, very important. I think you kind of like have to draw in, your audience for a while and then just like kind of like let it go along and kind of like build anticipation and then boom, just like let whatever happened right at that moment, then bring it down a little bit, let it smooth out, and then bring it back full force and everything. You have to be like a little roller coaster, right? Because walking along and then nothing exciting happens or nothing is really to catch the person's attention, then but me, like I'm all about trying to draw people in and making, like reading fun and trying to like change the way like books are told and everything like that, the way characters are, the way villains are, especially villains. I'm a villain guy. Like I can't stand heroes. I can't stand heroes at all. Like they make me sick. Like I like villains. Give me like the Joker. Give me, Darkseid. Thanos. Thanos is my guy. I love Thanos. Good guys, can't stand him. And yes, Chainsaw Man. Absolutely. I love Chainsaw Man. Denji's awesome. Power is definitely psychotic. She really is. I don't know who the one lady who treats Denji like a dog. I can't stand her. I do not trust her whatsoever. The guy that's the head of like Denji's team, yeah, not really a fan of his. I think he might grow on me a little bit later, but not really a fan of his. But the first episode where Denji was kicking him, greatest thing ever. Greatest thing ever. I was dying laughing. I couldn't stop laughing at all. Ooh, Blue Lock. No, I never heard about that one. I have to like check that one out too. But see, that's crazy because like I was never into sports anime. I was like, who cares about sports anime? But then I saw it. Which one was it? It was a volleyball one where the kid was like really short and he had like orange hair. But like that was a great anime. I started watching a basketball one. I can't remember the name of that one either. I'm so bad at it. I'm sorry. But that one was really good too. I got to finish watching that one though. So I'm definitely excited about those. And then there was a few others that I kind of wanted to watch. I can't remember the name of them though. Oh, one was, I forgot what was the name. It was like a crazy sports and everything. Oh, soccer. That's awesome. But there's a one that I was watching too. I thought it was like almost like tag or so where they have to like charge at like, they got like, it's called like, some people are called like Raiders or something like that. I can't remember it, but it's so good. And the guy has like white hair. And that's one thing that I've noticed about, and it's kind of like so true, is that all characters with white hair are like insanely overpowered in like anime. So I'll definitely have to check those out though. I definitely will. So matter of fact, I'll write that down. Like once I'm like off of here, I'll still be in the chat. Like I said, till probably like 8:30, 8:45. I'll write down those names and everything. And I'll definitely check them out because like I've been binging anime for like the past couple months or so. I just been like watching anime like nonstop. I think that's why I kind of want to write anime books like so bad because I'm just like, ooh, anime, ooh, anime, ooh, anime, ooh, anime. And some of the books that I will write that will be about anime, you'll kind of see a little bit of hint from like Bleach, from like a certain character. You'll kind of like notice from like the first few episodes when Ichigo goes to Soul Society, definitely. Yes, that's the one Haikyuu character. Yes, that one. Yes, that's the one. That's, what is it? I can't remember his name. It's the one with the orange hair because I kind of feel like it almost kind of has like a Naruto Asta type of feel, where no matter what, even though he's like really short, like he just doesn't stop. He always gonna keep trying no matter what. That's kind of how I am about writing now. Because I'm just like, I don't think this will work. I don't know if this will be good, but I just keep writing, and I'm addicted to it. So yeah, so I'm hoping just to do a lot more writing, and I bring like a ton more books. Not to overload you guys, but I definitely will be bringing more books out, and I hope you guys like enjoy them. Oh, by the way, you can get all my books from Erebus the Ranger, Soul Exchange, Talking to the Devil. You can get them at Barnes & Nobles and Amazon.com. Soul Exchange is the only book that's in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. on both Amazon and Barnes and Noble's. Talking to the Devil and Erebus the Ranger are strictly in paperback and ebook on both sites. So please, oh, and by the way, please tell your family, your friends, tell them go out to buy them, and I hope they enjoy them. And if they don't enjoy them and everything, don't give up on me yet. I have a lot more books coming out. Oh, thank you, Precious. Thank you so much. Because I have a lot, and it's crazy how my mind works right now, because even though I want to start on one, I have about 4 to 5 books, maybe 6, maybe 6. Probably like 6 books all in my head right now and it's weird because my whole conversation, my whole thought process of my books that I write, I know the beginning, then I know the middle, and I know the end. So it's just me trying to connect all the pieces together from point A to point Z and make sure that it makes sense. But I have a lot of books that I really want to write right now, but I have to start with one first, but then see how it goes, because it was weird with Erebus and Talking to the Devil, because I was literally working on both. I was literally writing both almost at the same time. I would be working on Talking to the Devil, and then I was having more ideas for Erebus. So then I would stop Talking to the Devil and work on Erebus, and I would just keep going, and everything. And for those that you had just joined tonight, as I told everybody, told a few people before that I was actually acting out the fight scenes and everything. So I just found out that I got 1 minute left. So everybody, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for joining me. This is my last night. Thank you so much for coming tonight. For everybody that was new, thank you for spending your time with me. I'm truly, deeply appreciative of it. And for everybody that came before, thank you so much for coming back again. Like I said, once this is over with, just give me maybe a minute or two. I'll hop into the chat on the Festival of Storytellers. You probably see it on YouTube and everything, but we can talk then. I'll probably be on until 8:30, 8:45, something like that. But everybody, thank you so much for coming. Thank you all for listening to me. Love you guys so much. Thank you for being interested in my books. This really means a lot to me. Thank you for helping me, excel in my career that I really want to have so much in writing. So guys, have a great week. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Stay safe. I love you guys all. Thank you all so much. God bless you guys. Love you. Take care.